Hello, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about diabetes mellitus, which is a condition which most of the population is suffering from. And we'll tell you the definition today. First, it's a metabolic syndrome characterized by hyperglycemia due to absolute or relative deficiency of insulin or insulin resistance or overproduction of glucose. And there is a classification of diabetes mellitus, which is first I'll tell you about primary type 1 diabetes mellitus, which is insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, and it is an immune mediated condition and idiopathic in nature. Another one is type 2 diabetes mellitus, which is non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, and the type B or the secondary types are genetic defect of beta cell function. Second one is genetic defense of insulin action, and the third one is pancreatic disease, which is pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, neoplastic disease, cystic fibrosis, hemochromatosis, and familial pancreatopathy, and production of hormonal antagonist to insulin, which is growth hormone acromegaly, and the second one glucagonoma, third one glucocorticoids or the Cushing syndrome, and the fourth one is catecholamines or the pheochromocytoma. And the thyroid hormone condition is hypothyroidism, and the drug induced conditions are corticosteroids, thiazide diuretics, or the phenytoins. And viral infections are congenital rubella, mumps, Coxsackie virus B. The uncommon form of immune-mediated diabetes are associated with genetic syndromes, which are Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome, or the Wolfers syndrome. And the diabetes insipidus, and we are talking about the etiology of diabetes mellitus, which are 90% of insulin dependent diabetes mellitus carried HLA-DR3 or DR4 gene, and the hormonal factors are antibodies to Coxsackie B4 virus, retrovirus or cytomegalovirus or Epstein-Barr virus. Diets are wheat and milk. The immunological factors are HA-linked genetic proliferation, and the pancreatic pathology are insulin secreting pancreatic cells have largely disappeared, so the plasma insulin is very low or indetectable. In type 2 or the non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, there will be genetical causes which can be identical twins with patients of non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus have almost 100% chance of developing diabetes mellitus. About 20%, 25% of other patients have first degree relative in non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. The environmental factors are lifestyle, overeating, and especially when combined with obesity and underactivity, weight, and they will be associated with development of the non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Age will be the middle age and elderly occurring during uh, disease and pregnancy prefers hyperglycemia occurring in first time during pregnancy. Pancreatic pathology and insulin secretion. Decreased number of insulin secreting cells and insulin resistance due to abnormal insulin. Now we are going to talk about pathophysiological process in diabetes mellitus. In type 1 diabetes mellitus, there will be no insulin or the severe deficiency and increased uh, counter-regulatory hormones or the unrestricted gluconeogenesis, which can be the lipogenesis and ketogenesis, and there will be peripheral glucose utilization blocked, leads to especially the ketoacidosis and protein catabolism with muscle wasting and negative antigen balance. In type 2 diabetes mellitus, there will be insulin resistance, which is in hepatic and peripheral, and insulin stimulate glucose uptake is impaired, especially in skeletal muscle, and increased glucagon, enhanced hepatic glucose output, and impaired peripheral, and there will be ketoacidosis is which developed in early. For today, that's all. We'll discuss the other part of the diabetes mellitus in next episode.